In this video today, I'm going to discuss love. Why love as you know it is actually fear. Bliss and elation one day, heartache and despair the next. And the miraculous ways your entire life transforms when you empty your cup of those beliefs that are keeping you stuck and align with the unconditional love that is your soul. The only real love that exists, by the way. I will also explain why everything we were told to believe about love has seduced us into buying into the illusion. The notion that no matter, what the circumstances, love is enough to conquer all. Crafted and curated by the fairy tale endings we were encouraged to dream of that can only be found, on a Hollywood set. You might be wondering why love is so fleeting, that its erratic behavior feels more like pain than pleasure. And this has us convinced that we are not enough or hard to love in some way. So our impulse is to give more and more of ourselves until we have no more to give, only to be left with nothing. And no matter what you do to find and keep love, it slips through your hands like sand and becomes something you don't even recognize any longer. But you do. It is familiar, even when it is anything but love. If this sounds like you, and boy was this me, and you are tired of starting from scratch every time your relationships fail to meet your expectations and your life circumstances look exactly the same, then welcome to class, Introductory to Love 101. Let's freaking do this. Hello, rock stars, and welcome to my channel. I'm Izzy, your soul energy alchemist, and I'm here to help you, embrace your isness. Love. We observed the way our parents expressed it. We hear it in the lyrics of our music. We read it in the pages of a novel. And we journey through a poet's account of it, as if we wrote it ourselves. And the movies? Need I say more? What a scam. So, did love fail you at some point? Yes, it did. Look, no judgment. We've all experienced this in one way or another. This is the hallmark of the conditioned ego. We have used these sources to dictate the template of love, when in fact, they don't have a clue what love is either. Everyone is just accepting this misinformation as truth, when in fact it couldn't be further from the truth. And so we just keep passing it along. We've also learned that the opposite of love is hate. And although it isn't technically wrong, the opposite of love is fear, with hate being fear-based. You follow? These opposing energetic frequencies cannot coexist. So anything that is not of the soul can only be fear. Anything that is fear cannot possibly be love. Got it? Good. Now, you're not going to like hearing this, but this is divine truth. And sometimes that pushes our buttons. This journey will rip quite a few bandages off, and not gently either. Are you sitting down? Here we go. We do not actually love anyone. Not our spouses, not our parents, not even our children. I know, that sounds terrible. I love my daughter. You love your kids. So why then How do you even justify this statement? Good question. If you feel triggered by this concept, you might want to step back from your thoughts that you are reacting to and respond with an open heart. That, this is not an attack on you as a partner, a parent, or a friend. Nothing of the soul always makes sense, but knowing this and applying this to your inner work will greatly improve your relating experiences. Because now you are equipped with the energetic tools necessary to bypass the stuff you don't want and get straight to the juicy love. Feel better? It's not an easy sell. That unconscious form of love as fear is conditional. As long as my ego is satiated, then all is good. Phew, I can remain in my comfort zone. See, nothing is good or bad. There are no labels when it comes to the soul. It doesn't mean you don't feel the emotion of love. It's why we're incarnated here. But remember, feelings and emotions are fear-based and cannot be present in an environment of unconditional love. The relationships are our mirror, and a mirror we don't always want to look into. They will trigger our shit like nothing else. And you can be sure that once the honeymoon phase ends, the real work begins. The honeymoon phase is that brief moment of time, which is different for everybody, that we have with all beginnings. It's that new car smell feeling. No eating, no smoking, no drinking in my car. And keep your dirty shoes on the mat. I just had it detailed. Fast forward 6 months, and you're stepping on takeout bags and empty coffee cups with those same filthy boots you banned not that long ago. Boy, how quick we forget. Once our inevitable shadow surfaces, our wounds from the traumas we've been holding on to that are deeply buried within now feel safe enough to make their appearance. The coast is clear. We place expectations, our beliefs, our unmet fulfillment, and dreams onto those we love. Let's be real. We go into marriages vowing to be monogamous, when many people don't honor that at all. We put ourselves in incredible debt so we can compete with the Joneses. We assume our parents will rescue us from ourselves, even as adults, when they have yet to save themselves from their own pain. We encourage our children to go to college in order to fit into some kind of template for success, sometimes demanding that they follow in our footsteps. Then we gasp in horror that all they want to do is play drums in a rock band. But they fail to mention that it's a garage band and not Led Zeppelin. Same with dating. Perhaps you are desperately searching for love to no avail on those apps because your endless list of deal breakers have placed you on the energetic do not come toward frequency. Maybe you actually got yourself a mate, and that first year, you two lovebirds only have eyes for each other. Been there. The world fell away, and you just know this feeling will last forever because this one is the one. Hello, Old Faithful. Our shadow could look like a slew of things. Those annoying habits your spouse refuses to address that you just cannot deal with any longer. Attachment and anger issues. The need to be validated. A compulsive desire to challenge your partner at every turn. Petty power struggles. Condemnation. Addiction. And so on. We use religion, money, sex, manipulation, and, well, love to coerce, even with the best of intentions. The mission of the ego is to hold you captive for its very survival. It wants you up here, not down here. It doesn't give a crap about your health, your well-being, your success, growth, hard work. It doesn't care. It will keep filling your head with illusions, so you'll continue this cat and mouse game, placing things you desire externally in a position of power and influence on a never-ending chase-run dynamic that has you feeling like a beggar, accepting scraps, which just reiterates our lack mentality and undeserving nature, reflected in our reality. But it's only doing the job it was created to do. See, at the level of the mind, we are polarized. There will always be something. Where there is egoic love, there is no freedom. And love must be rooted there. Freedom gives another the space to be as they were meant to evolve as a soul, regardless of the outcome. And to quote the wise Indian philosopher Osho, love is authentic only when it gives freedom. Love is true only when it respects the other person's individuality. Love is not possession. At the level of the soul, there are no expectations, no demands, no validation. You are good to go, no matter what comes to fruition. Once you can hold yourself apart from the fear and become the observer of the thoughts that create it. Okay? Because love is not something you attain or control. It's not out there. For you are love. You embody the energy of love, a soul. Nothing is missing. The saying, love is just that. There is no fill in the blank, because love isn't a thing, and it is something. It is an isness, a state of being, not a state of doing or having or chasing or needing anything. It is already yours. You just forgot who you are. Its job isn't to save you or make you feel whole and complete. You already are whole and complete. And when you embrace your isness, you transmute your fear-based energy into that of pure, perfect love. And everything around you reflects that love back. You won't want or even feel love. See, wanting and feeling is fear, which is subjected to the highs and lows, ups and downs, etc. It's when emotions get involved. Emotions are the indicator of your vibrational state and what you are currently manifesting. Take control of those emotions and watch your manifestations blow the heck up. Boop! The love from the ego puts love everywhere else but internally, giving outside sources the ability to take it away, which is why we try to control our environment. Now, it may look different to you, but everyone's journey is uniquely their own. This misconception that love is hard and that you are supposed to suffer for it, that you need to go through some kind of emotional boot camp or a few battles of perseverance to attain the prize of love that society has placed on this unrealistic pedestal, keeping the love we deserve at arm's length. This being the very definition of fear. Separation consciousness. The cyclical, fluctuating state of our pain body. We chase after it, it pulls away. It is in this very space energetically that is holding you back from connecting to your higher self. It keeps you addicted to the mind and the thoughts that the mind creates, spiraling in and out of fear, along with the identity you have cultivated around that. And that identity is a direct line to the subconscious beliefs that have been ingrained into your psyche. Rules, judgments, outcomes, comfort zones. Then why do we believe that is love? After all, God is love, and you are the God within. And when you remove the dogma, the controlling nature of religion, and the masks of fear, God is the purest form of love that remains. And the only way we can truly love another is to energetically become one with the love of ourselves first. And that doesn't mean getting a spa day or taking a girls' weekend, although that sounds really, enjoyable, but that's the ego. In order to align with who you are as a soul, you must balance out your energetic body. And to quote Osho once again, if you cannot love yourself, you don't even know the taste of love or what love means. This awareness gives you the power to manipulate the energy by taking charge of it while doing the inner work, standing in your own frame and maintaining present moment awareness as the observer of your thoughts. It sounds like a huge undertaking, but it is so very simple. However, it will ask of you to meet yourself on a level that you have not done so before, thereby shedding the false sense of who you think you are and fall madly in love with your true self, a perfect, beautiful being. Guys, if any of what I spoke of in this video brings up a question or two, please don't hesitate to comment below. Let's get another conversation started. Also, I'd love to share with you a best-selling book that dives thoroughly into this subject. It is called Love Exposed by Elle Hari. She was my first teacher and guide during what I consider to be a crippling, unbearable dark night of the soul phase of my early awakening. Her knowledge and expertise saved my life, so please give her book a read. I'll link it in the description box below. And hit the like and subscribe buttons if you feel called to. And take what resonates for now and leave what is yet to reveal itself to you in divine timing. Begin offering yourself the love you so freely give away and serve that love forward with purpose and gratitude from your badass rock and roll heart. Until next time, I thank you.